Okay guys, so today we're going to try and catch the sunset from Phnom Krom. It's about 12 kilometers outside Siem Reap. It's a hill approximately 250, 200 kilometers, sorry, meters, not kilometers, in altitude. It's very beautiful. I'm not sure if we can get to the top without Angkor Pass, but let's try and see if we can catch the sunset. It's supposed to sunset around 6. It's just around 5:30 now, but the sun's already really low. So let's see what we can get. I think this is the Wat Damnak area of Siem Reap. It's very nice, very chilled atmosphere, lots of coffee shops. So just hitting rush hour here, you can see very busy on the streets. This road is very bumpy. Stabilizer is in overtime or overdrive, trying to keep things together. So this is a bit smoother here in the tarmac. So you can see the sun's just getting lower there in the sky. We're heading along Siem Reap River. If you catch some of my earlier videos, this is usually very quiet during the morning time. Here you can see it at rush hour. It starts getting busy. So Phnom Krom is, like I said, a hilltop, but on top is a very ancient temple. I believe it was built originally in the 8th or 9th century by one of the Khmer kings. To get access requires an Angkor Pass, but let's see if we can get somewhere up the hilltop without actually entering the temple. some sort of massive, huge open air festival. Could be a wedding or a party. Got some fire burning, smoke season. Just holding my breath there for a while as we pass. That's the type of smoke and flames you have in Southeast Asia from the burning season, but that's very, very small. You see this happening in some countries, like at an industrial level. Entire crops and fields are just thick, thick smoke. So even from that small fire, I have a reaction. You can imagine like an entire, you know, thousands or hundreds of hectares of land being burned, how much effect that has on the lungs. Alright guys, so the sun is quickly setting, so I hope we do have time to catch the sunset. Try and get some drone footage too. But the sun is setting fast. So in about 400 meters, we should have a left turn. Hello. You see very friendly locals. You always get like a nice friendly hello. Not always, but many people very friendly. So this is heading out towards Tonle Sap Lake. It's obviously fine now, it's daytime, but no lights on this road. So it's not ideal to be driving at nighttime on the roads where there's no light, but hopefully we get some good shots at the sunset. I'm not too sure, it's going down really quick. Also, my drone doesn't operate at nighttime or in darkness. It's just a basic drone. It doesn't have nighttime capabilities. And it refuses to take off when it's dark. It refuses to take off when there's no GPS and when it's dark. So I don't fancy looking for a drone in rice fields in the dark. Oh, it's beautiful, guys. Not sure if you can see with the camera angle. It's just on my right hand side. It's a beautiful part of the country here with the rice fields. And towards this area you get the fishing communities. So all the boat houses. I think it'll be too dark. We might not. It could be interesting to see that actually. Let's see how far we can go with on the hill, and then we might just try and see if we can get some of the boat houses or boat village. I believe it's made up of migrants too. I believe there's some migrants from Vietnam. A local tuk-tuk driver told me that it's a Vietnamese community too. You have an interesting mix of different diversities. You have the Cham, also the Vietnamese community. So the farmers taking their cows, their buffaloes along the road. Lots of cyclists. It's great cycling out to the lakes from Siem Reap. I see many cyclists going from. If you check my video at the Ferry, they go to the Ferry or to the lake. It's a good 10-15 kilometer cycle. So all the land here is really flat. You get all the paddy fields. Just great for irrigation and water. I had a chest infection. Probably not a good idea venturing outside, but it's totally fine. But when I go outside, it's not fully recovered. So in the distance on the right is Phnom Krom. It's a very hazy day today, so not a lot of visibility. When it's blue skies, it's obviously much better. But you can see there at the top, on the right hand side in the haze is Phnom Krom. So let's just see where we can go with Google Maps. I have my drone, but I'm not sure by the time I get everything just set up, it takes a minute or two. Might not be worth it. Let's see, all the guys just in the rice fields. Because what I'd like to do is maybe show you the village, the floating village. I don't think I have time to do everything, and if I go to the village in the dark, in the nighttime, it's not great. You don't get to see a lot. But this is really in the depths now of the Cambodian countryside. I'm just taking it really easy on the hard shoulder. There aren't too many articulated trucks, mostly bikes, but it's still dangerous. Oh, this is beautiful here on the right hand side. I'm just gonna take a stop. catch the sunset here a bit. You see everybody's just stopping. Here on the right hand side is... Alright, cameras all over the place. But there you get like a restaurant where you can... It's really beautiful. Just sit down, chill out, watch the sunset. You see they bring over food and drink. It's so beautiful. So I highly recommend that, guys, as a kind of a to-do here in Cambodia. Just evening sunset. Unfortunately, it's not the best day in terms of the haze. You get a lot of haze there in the air, but it's still beautiful. But you see everybody's just out on the fields, taking in the atmosphere. You see? Lots of selfies going on. So very Instagrammable. I would like to take the bike, but maybe another day. It's getting too dark to get up to the hill. And you see, it's prime time for videos now in the golden hour. Everybody's just on the side of the road in the fields, soaking up the atmosphere. Really beautiful, guys. Such a beautiful country. And this is something you don't get to see. It's off the beaten track. So highly recommend. Just a beautiful sunset, having like a little sunset evening meal. Amazing. You probably get some of the fresh fish from the lake around here. Amazing. Alright guys, so we are back into the hands of Google Maps. Our faith is resting, is pivoting on Google Maps right now, so we're going to let Google lead the way. For better or worse. It's really the tail end of the sunset there. Extremely beautiful. Yeah, bad timing though today. I think we need to come back maybe 30 minutes earlier. You see the sun just there resting at the perch to the side of the hill there. It's like something from a movie or a novel. But here you get it for free on Facebook or on YouTube. Oops. I said YouTube, not Facebook. A brave local with a bag of fruit just running across the road. I would not do that. Alright, I think it's going to be one of those like snake roads up the mountain. It's potluck with Google. Sometimes it's leading you into a ditch. Okay, so that's the entrance for walking up the hill. So that's something we can do on the bike. Yeah, guys, unfortunately, yeah, lots of smoke. I can feel it. But just on the left, I'll swing around to show you. This is the floating village. So you can see that. So here we have some of the floating village. It's getting dark. So let's try to get back to the purpose of this video. But that's a great thing about travel, guys. You plan, and then sometimes the best surprise is just the best thing is the surprises along the way. I can feel the smoke in my lungs. Alright, it's going to be a sharp right up here. The road is not great. Not sure if they get too many tourists here. It seems to be interesting. The locals to see me. Oh, the road is not good. But the view is brilliant. Ooh. That's what I was looking for. It's super bumpy, guys. Okay, this is, I have to thank Google. Google done a good job. Let's hope DJI can do a good job as well with the stabilization and on the bike. Alright. We're gonna take a look here. So I'm not gonna take the drone out, but that is a phenomenal view. Absolutely phenomenal. So guys, there you go. That's some of the edge of Tonle Sap. Bad timing. Need to do take two because it's hazy. It's very hazy and it's almost dark. So you see a lot of mats on the side. People love to picnic. It's very peaceful and serene. Oh, wow. Sorry guys, just looking, taking that in. That is such a pity we didn't get this in better light. Such a beautiful country. I didn't actually expect to get this far up the hill. It's quite a long road. So if you have your Angkor pass, you can actually enter the temple. So this is a local hotspot. It's Instagram heaven. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say that on YouTube, but just, I don't think my hips appreciate this. Alright, so this is definitely much further than I had anticipated. That's the temple, I believe. Wow, it's so beautiful. I don't think we can go too much further. So let's turn around. Get lots of people here on the left. So this seems to be like the aerial communication tower on the top of the hill. So maybe another day. And that's the temple. All right. Okay. So we didn't get. It's a bit hazy to get a sunset. So very tired walkers. Quite understandably so. Very steep. I think the dogs get fed by the monks. That's why you get a lot of dogs, stray dogs, around temples. I'll swing a right up here. The view is really good, but there's a big concrete fence obstructing the view. Yeah, it's such a pity that there's like this haze. So you get, I have no idea what that is, but it seems to be some sort of reservoir. I think what we'll do is try to get the port while it's still bright, get a bit of the ferry terminal where you take your boats along the Tonle, and then see if we can check out one of the villages. I think there's about 10 or 15 minutes left of sunlight. And then maybe check out some of the nighttime action in Siem Reap. So highly recommend also for hiking here, really good. It's very safe, lots of families getting their picnics. That's one thing I like. It's, well, many things, but this is a nice side is the Cambodian culture like this. It's very nature driven, outside, eating outside, meals by the river. Versus opposed to in front of the TV, maybe watching YouTube. They're probably watching YouTube on their mobile phones. That's okay. Need to get the views up, guys. It's okay if you're watching on your mobile. I appreciate it. I think 50% of the audience is TV, 40% mobile, and 10% tablet and laptop. It's very interesting if you look at this at different regions. Some countries have a much higher, wow, so bumpy. They have a much higher audience on mobile. Other regions have a much higher audience on TV. And I don't mean actual TV like network TV. I mean physically watching on a TV device with something like a Roku or Apple TV. But I still think long form content, ever since COVID, long form content is definitely here to stay. Short form is appealing to certain demographics. I think Gen Z, millennials is I think the only form of content, which is why TikTok is so popular. But for other demographics, TV is still very, very popular. So it's not going away, guys. It's just it's a diversification of media consumption based on demographics and also based on location. Some little insights, guys. You know, you're just probably watching this for the scenery. So, but sharing some insights into modern media. A little puppy. Gotta go slow. Not two little puppies. They're so innocent, you know, they just run in front of traffic. Poor little guys. Wow, actually, their parents too. Well, I feel slightly more guilty if I had run into a puppy though. Wow, okay, so just going past the floating villages. I think maybe we've seen enough. And that's a massive rooster. Actually scary. So all of these houses are on wooden stilts. I just hope the road is not on wooden stilts. Okay guys, so we have left Google Maps, the navigation of Google Maps, and we're relying on human skill, or lack thereof. Yeah, I think it's definitely the latter, because I think I'm going back to the city, which is not what I wanted to do. And these dogs in the middle of the road don't help. Okay, yeah, we are going in the right direction. Just sticking on the tarmac. So we should see like a port type area just up ahead, and this would be the port. Whoa. If you're getting a boat or a ferry to the Tonle Sap. Actually guys, I don't know what's up with the air today, but there's smoke everywhere. It was pretty good for, actually every day so far has been really good. You can see the red haze in the sky. Well, it's from the sunset, but it's bouncing off the smoke. Alright guys, so no drone footage today, and this will be very brief. It's a very beautiful area in the heart of Cambodia here. very isolated, as you can see. The buses that were passing us are tour buses that come from the large tour groups that go to the ferry terminal. Briefly show you that and then stop. Yep. Look at all the buses. A lot of buses. That's a good sign. It means everybody's taking a tour somewhere. So all of these buses are going into the terminal. So there you go, guys. There's a little insight into where you go for your terminal, your ferry terminal. It's a US Army Jeep from the 1950s that somebody forgot. All right. So everybody's just here along the side of the river, just chilling. Looks like they're printing. The water level is a bit low today. So beautiful, everybody's just chilling. Just tight. Very friendly people, locals. So lots of the big boats are at. They're powering themselves with solar panels. So the boats are ahead and the buses are waiting, so they must be having a good time on the lake. So guys, there you go. There's another little gem in Cambodia. Siem Reap. That's where you go to get your boats for Tonle Sap. Your guided tours, private tours, fishing tours, every tour you can imagine. It's right there. I think this is the comedy tour. The unhumorous comedy tour. It's a tragedy. Tragedy of the commons. Yes, guys, I know some cultures just don't get irony, so It's good in small doses, everything in small doses. I have to focus on my audience, so not everybody likes. Yeah, it's a data-driven venture, guys. So I'll try to be boring. What I do think is boring is people travel thousands of miles to go to a beautiful country and they do a video about fake watches. You know, come all the way to Cambodia. And there's so much more, you know. So I try not to make content here about stuff like that. DJI is earning its keep now. Super bumpy road. Stabilization is needed. I must say I'm very impressed with DJI equipment. It's super sturdy and durable. The build quality of everything is I've been a long time admirer, many years. I think it's a real success story. It's amazing. The quality of their drones, the quality of their many things. Not a paid post, guys, just random ramblings. But I would say that the village, the floating village is on the right here somewhere, but it's way too dark. Everything's floating here, but it's basically a village that kind of juts out into it's not a lake, it's basically flooded lowlands. I actually thought it was a lake around here, but the water comes in and just floods the whole low-lying plains. And around here you have the start of the floating houses. They're all on stilts. I think they are supported by obviously stilts, but when the water rises, they have barrels. Hence the name Floating Village. So they rise with the tide. Let's go slow, family on the bike. It's quite normal to see like 3 or 4 people on the bike. Mom and a dad, sister, brother, little kids. So just if you're driving here, be careful, especially when you see a family. There's little kids. So yeah, guys, you might think, yeah, you go on a holiday. When you go to the holiday to Southeast Asia, I see a lot of foreigners just reckless. So think about people, think about other people. People think they're Valentino Rossi when they get on the bike. It's not good. Yeah, so today, unfortunately, the air, you might see it on the camera, but it's super smoky. First day I've seen it like this, actually. And they burn like really toxic stuff, plastic, rubber. Let's just go into this little village area. It's a bit dangerous here. I'll go slow. So this is a little just village area on the side of the hill. My microphone is underneath my t-shirt, so I have no idea if people will hear this. Okay, it's nothing much. Pharmacy and local stuff. You see guys, the little kids, like a couple of months maybe. So just be super careful when you drive. Tuk-tuk. There's tuk-tuk. That's the typical way people explore. You see sometimes the guy weaving on the bike, I think, you know, it's obviously they're in control, but sometimes I've seen it not end well. Anyway, I'll stop quibbing or complaining about the air. It's just a bit of smoke, but I'm wearing a mask, and I would advise sometimes to bring a mask just in case. Also the same in Thailand during burning season. Like I said, what's been burnt is really like really toxic stuff. You don't want that in your lungs. Those bikes are also super popular. I don't like them. Like, just listen to it. It's super noisy. It's like tuned up to go fast, but it's like super, yeah, it's just too noisy. E-bikes, guys, e-bikes. Future. So here the air, yeah, is really fresh. Get it coming off the some of the foliage from the fields. I mean, I absolutely love Southeast Asia. Like, you can see the country, the people, everything, the food is amazing and beautiful. If they could just do something about the smoke in smoking season. It's just a minor issue. It's like, you could be an A+. You are an A, but you could be an A+. So tourists stopping off the farm. Greeted by the local musicians. And I have no idea where I am, guys. So welcome to the channel if you've just dropped in. And you're looking at somebody driving through the Cambodian countryside with no idea where they are going. So I hope it's as interesting and exciting for you as it is for me. Alright, I see something lit up on the right hand side in the middle of the lake. It looks interesting. I'm sure it's not in TripAdvisor, so that's always a good. It's not in TripAdvisor, it's probably good. No, I'm just kidding. Obviously, TripAdvisor is good ratings. But sometimes you get little gems that nobody knows about. I'm going to slow down, let the drivers pass me. I don't like being tailgated. It just freaks me out. Alright, so the lights of the distant place I wanted to see are fading away, so I think I missed my chance. I think it involved going down a dirt road somewhere here, but maybe here. But yeah, maybe another day. Okay, there's a nice little village thing, flowers, shrubs. Guys, it's so beautiful in the countryside here. Even when you're lost. You've got these like little huts in the middle of the paddy fields with walkways. They're kind of like restaurants and bars. But what's charming about them is that they're so remote. It's completely in the wilderness. I've just realized my visor, my sunscreen is on. Oh wow, I can see. That wasn't so clever. I was driving with my visor completely down. I think that's why people were looking at me oddly. Why does he have his sun visor down? It's dark. So it's Friday afternoon, or evening here, guys. I think people are getting in the weekend vibes. I've had a very busy week, lots of work. I do consulting, I have my own business, and I'm doing some other activities. I'm doing this as a side project. So here's one of those little reservoir thingies. I think I know where I am now, guys. I think this is coming back into the river along Siem Reap. So we follow this and we're back into the city. You've got these really nice bridges along the side. They're the arched bridges that you see, the Chinese and Japanese style, old school. But the air has got a lot better in the city. I think it was just the sun burning in the countryside. Here it's very clear. So I've recorded. I'm trying a new. I'm constantly experimenting with this channel, with audio and sound. And I've put the mic just under my on my chest, almost like a lav mic, It's not a lavalier mic, but I'm just testing to see if it's clear. I have the soundproof and the windproof on, but the angle, the mic I'm using, I believe you have to put it really close to your mouth to get quality sound, but let's see. So lots of construction on the river here. The river is getting super modern. So we're a bit like the water here. We're weaving and meandering back into the city center. Just taking it very slow. This sand on the side, it's actually very slippy for the bike. If you do any sharp turns on that gravel, the bike will slide. I love these Khmer houses with the big open tops, rooftop, and the wooden style. It's beautiful. So guys, that's one of the reasons I love this country too. It's so in touch with nature. It's kind of, it embraces everything around it. The sun, everything. Even the water, the way, if you look at how Angkor Wat was constructed, they believe a lot of the, I don't think anybody actually knows, but obviously it suddenly, the population suddenly declined and they had a lot of waterways moving in and around, a lot of advanced irrigation and rice crops. They believe that it sustained itself. Its main currency was based on rice. So today you have the dollar as the major reserve currency, but you can imagine that many centuries ago that everything was denominated in rice. So everything was pegged to the Khmer rice, which is interesting. And I can just feel it under my sandals when I just go across the dust and the sand. It's very slippy. Okay, I don't think this road is finished. So like I was saying, the main currency of the Khmer Empire seemed to be rice back during Angkor times, but what I was saying is that everything was built, they embraced the water around them, even for the Angkor Wat, and they used it to obviously to harvest crops for irrigation. And one theory regarding the depopulation and end was that the failure of the crops due to silt in the irrigation clogged up. Nobody knows if it was like a massive event or if it was a gradual buildup of silt in the waterways, so effectively just like arteries, like in a human, like with cholesterol, it clogged up the arteries, so the crops failed. That's one theory that I think the archaeologists they took on board, who came on after Henry Luho, or whatever however that name is pronounced. I forget his name, but that's one of the theories. That makes, in my mind, makes a lot of sense. But I think what's really interesting is how the culture embraces nature, and they're at one almost. They don't go against, they embrace it. Which is something I really love about Eastern culture. It's about embracing the world. Well, most societies, not every society, but yeah, just some interesting musings. But you can also see it in the modern day. They're building the waterways here as well. They really keep, you know, even though it's a modern city, they embrace it. Yeah, so water, like I was saying, the sun, if you look at all natural elements, the culture is very much in touch. Fire, water, wind, earth. Anyway, let's move back into city center. It's fascinating to look at this development here on the river. It's super modern. Guys, I must admit, I actually am lost. I was expecting Siem Reap city center at one of the last, yeah, just maybe it's ahead, let's see. But if not, you're getting some really good insights into how developing, how much Cambodia develops, and some beautiful riverside scenery. So this happened to me a couple of weeks ago. I went along the river and I was going the opposite direction from the city. And I don't see too much traffic going this way, but who knows? Okay. Just going super slow because no idea where this is taking me. So just checking. Checking Google Maps. We could be in Phnom Penh already for all I know. Alright, my 4G is stopped, which is not good. So you see what happens when Google stops. Okay, yeah, so it looks like, yes, I'm facing the direction of Siem Reap, so that's good. All right. But this road is not existing. So as you can see, guys, they're not finished this road. So I'm not going to go on this. Okay, let's try. There's lots of people going there. I need an off-road vehicle for this. Alright, so we're going to the center on just following Siem Reap River. So this is a very new development. Some big rocks. So this guy's got a big SUV, so it's perfect. But he's very brave because the road is not stable. It could easily go into the river. Maybe I hope the camera picks that up, but that's the river. They've really built, really modernized the riverbanks here. It's amazing. But you got a lot of dogs just there in my right hand side. They're friendly. But my fear is I get bitten by a rabid dog. I have no tetanus shots. So I do take risks, guys. Alright, so we're back to semi-normality here along the river. The typical standard roads. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed some of that tour off the beaten track Cambodia. We took a look at Phnom Krom, beautiful hilltop just outside Siem Reap. You got to see some of the ferry terminal for Tonle Sap, some of the new developments there on the riverside. You can see it's really growing. And here we're back to the normal Siem Reap type that everybody knows probably, except those who haven't seen Siem Reap before. But just up ahead is this party, the wedding or something. It looks cool. I'm not sure if we can pass actually. Let's stop the traffic. Okay, yeah, everything's diverted. So there's a big party going on there. So let's take one of these arched bridges. So some sort of festival going on there. They have lots of tables laid out for some sort of function. Loud music that you can hear. Hope I don't get a copyright strike. Yeah, it looks like some private function, like a wedding. People in very formal gowns, male and female. But let's go back over. You see the version. dogs. You need to feed those dogs. And the poor dogs are locked up somewhere. So they're just looking for attention. And food. So yeah, nearly back in the center of Siem Reap here, and it's obviously the dogs' territory. Traffic has to stop. So I hope you enjoyed that, guys. I think I will just show you some more of just Siem Reap here, what some of the hotspots. It's Friday night. Battery's a bit low. Let's see what we can do with the remaining battery. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed. Slowing down. Up here on the right hand side is the Polo restaurant. No, it's not Ralph Lauren, but it's Polo, Italian restaurant. Very nice. Good pizza, pasta. You see people already coming in. I am on a, it kills me, guys. I'm on a low carb diet. I'm actually trying the carnivore diet. Meat, vegetables, as little carbs, and it's killing me because you have some of the best carb-driven food here. Pretty much got everything. You've got like I said there, best Italians. Some of the best I've had in Asia. It's crazy. And you've got some of the best French food, like the French bakery bread, baguettes, croissants. So obviously it was a protectorate of the French until the 1950s. So they've left their gastronomical legacy is firmly here. But even talking about it is just making me hungry, and I'm trying not to beat my carb cravings. So yeah, carnivore diet, grilled meat, beef, salmon. But like I was saying, the restaurants here are amazing. They make it difficult to be to be on a keto or carnivore diet. That said, there's like a lot of nice healthy restaurants that serve keto friendly. And I've stopped. I used to eat a lot of protein bars, but I'm trying to take more organic protein. I really don't think it's good for the liver to eat so much of that refined, processed protein. So mixing it up with eggs, fish, and beef and chicken. You know, like back in prehistoric times, hunter-gatherer times, I honestly think our bodies were designed just to eat naturally like this. Not so much processed food. Anyway, guys, yeah, eat the food here. It's great. I'm not saying don't. Don't be a crazy person who's trying to eat healthy. Spend your money on food. Boost up the local GDP. Also another one here, Seoul Indian restaurant, authentic Indian restaurant. This is amazing. I love it, guys. It was closed when I passed it last week. I thought it was, I panicked. I thought it was shut down, but they have like a metal steel cover during the day. It's not like shut down, but it's got the most, back to the carbs, guys. Unfortunately, yeah, if you do want parathas. You've got naan bread. It's amazing. It's great. But what I do take without cheating on my carnivore diet is the tandoori chicken. They have got amazing tandoori. I'm super hungry, guys. I need to make a video about food. But this is a travel vlog. Alright guys, I'm just doing a little wander around here. Totally lost. Locals are looking at me. Who the hell is this guy? Bloody barangs. Yeah, so it's soul food, authentic Indian cuisine. It's one of my, again, it's amazing Indian restaurant. I love Indian food, and that is one of the best here. They have very, very good prices, and this is not, this is pure organic, guys. That's just from experience. Nobody's asked me. It's just, if I like something, I'll say it. If I don't, I won't. That's my style. I accentuate the positive. Nice boxing gym there on the right. I wanted to do, and I still will, do some they have some Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu gyms here. I tried the Gracie Barra in Phuket when I lived in Phuket. I just done one or two, and I used Class Pass app for lessons, like random lessons in Bangkok. But Class Pass is okay, but it's a bit too random. You know, it's nice to have like a community or something. You don't get that with Class Pass. It's very transactional. Anyway, it might be good content for another video. I have to stop thinking about food now, guys. That triggered my. So I have to do grilled some meat, and I'm cooking Korean barbecue tonight. I know nobody's interested, but it's my vlog, so I'll say whatever I want, within reason. And yeah, but I'm half tempted to go to the Seoul kitchen and get some tandoori chicken. They have very good prices. It's 50. I think they opened recently and they had a 50% discount. So something like $2.50 or $3 for the tandoori chicken, and you get like about 6 pieces. I'm just looking around, guys. This place, at nighttime, you see a lot of nice bars and restaurants. It's amazing. This is the Wat Damnak Area. Just gonna swing a right. This is one of the main roads. I'm going to try and get off this road and go left into Wat Bo. So my camera battery is on its last legs, a bit like the sun earlier, so we might have to wrap up very soon. But I think you got some good content there today, guys. If you want to see a bit of some new areas around Siem Reap. You got the beautiful Phnom Krom. I think what works, by the way, to crossing the road, doing numbers. When you get lots of people moving, it's a good way to influence the traffic. Yeah, so I think you got Phnom Krom, you got some of the floating villages, Tonle, a bit of Wat Damnak, and now a bit of Wat Bo. You see, it's all happening here. Really a great town, great city. I'm not sure what to call it because it is a city, but it's got that small town vibe. You know, some cities are just have no soul, no personality. But this place has a lot of soul, a lot of personality. That's why I enjoy being based here. I was speaking in other videos about new flights, new connections, so it's improving all the time. I've lived now in a number of cities in Southeast Asia. Phuket, Bangkok. But yeah, I find this place ideal for digital nomad type work. Alright guys, lost again. It's a very small geographic area where I am, but I have no idea where I am. I could literally throw a stone to my apartment, but okay, yeah, I see the temple in front of me. So we're in Wat Bo. Oh, it's beautiful. Okay guys, yeah, this Wat Damnak Area, Friday night, super busy. Very nice driver giving me right of way. Some nice coffee shops here, Biolab, Thai Fusion House, Warsaw Coffee and Tea. That looks like a beautiful coffee shop, Warsaw Coffee and Tea. I haven't tried it. It's very Instagrammable. I'm not sure what I can say or cannot say. I'm afraid to say anything about YouTube's competing platforms. I've said Instagram 3 times, and I've said Facebook a few times. For me, YouTube is the best for long-form content. I think people can chop and change stuff on short form, so you don't get the full picture. I think this is why some of the long form content that you see for interviews is the most illuminating. You get a sense of people and the truth. Whereas if it's short form, it's cut up and synthesized into something that may or may not be true. So in a sense, you have to kind of thank YouTube for being a purveyor or a conduit for helpful information. I won't say a purveyor of truth, but I will definitely say purveyor of interesting content. It's a nice little dog. What is it? Chihuahua? Chihuahuas are alarmingly vicious. There's such a small dog, cute dog, they can really turn very vicious very quickly. Very deceptive dogs. Alright, so on the left hand side you get some of the most popular street food here. Well, it's definitely prime real estate. It's in central Siem Reap. But if you looked at some of the other stalls, like in the suburbs, you have people like a good barometer or a good sense of whether it's good or not is if you see the locals queuing up. You saw a lot of stalls where locals are queuing up. So always a good sign. But yeah, everybody's queuing up here, locals, tourists. Yeah, there's some sort of festival going on tonight. Alright, let's go down by the old market. Pub Street's on the left. There is a street, some sort of festival on the right, but I think I'll try to go down, but the road is blocked. But I'll swing the camera around. It's closed. So we've just passed Pub Street. I'll try to get a bit more in, and then we'll wrap up. Camera is about 5%. I don't have one of these extended battery packs. So up on the left is the Park Hyatt. I think you've got lots of great hotels here, the big 5-star hotels. This is one of them. Here on the left, as you can see, lovely property. So we get time to stare at it. So that's the Park Hyatt, as you can see, in central Siem Reap. And there's a number of big hotels that have and the premium, ultra premium. If you look at some of my videos, there's some nice boutique hotels. The Jaya House is in the ultra category. You get greeted, it's like a business class cabin on an airline. You get greeted with cooling towels, and they're very classy. The other big brand name is Raffles. I also done a short video on that. And during Christmas time, there was a big Christmas tree lighting event. So we're going to go down here, and then we're going to go down Funky Lane. See what the vibe is like on a Friday night. I think this is a time, obviously, when Westerners, locals, are all out in force. And I think this is like the backpacker central. So you get a lot of backpackers that do Laos, Vietnam, Thailand, stay here for 2 or 3 nights, go to the temples. Might do some, like go to the lake, Tonle, and then they end up in one of these hostels here. So it's Funky Lane. Honestly, guys, I'm not on the payroll. I'm not even monetized, so just trying to make some interesting travel content here for all demographics. Sometimes for locals or expats living here, and then sometimes for people who want to visit or travel. So this is very much for those who probably here for a couple of days and then go on. So this is the Funky Lane, the Funky Village, B&B, or sorry, hostel. I think that's where you get the stereotypical backpacker crowd. Tattoo artist across the road. Yeah, you get some nice spas, hotels here, and bars. Yeah, it's a different scene compared to if you look at Wat Damnak. But this gives you a sense of what's going on. Oh, you got a homebrew place, craft beer. So a place called What Else there, guys. They've got good. Yeah, back to my carbs. I have to stop thinking of carbs, but I was going to say that they have great banh mi. Obviously, we're not in Vietnam, so Cambodia is not known for its banh mi, but that cafe, What Else, has got some excellent banh mi. I'm looking to go left up here somewhere. Here we go. So they got a lot of steam coming off this place. So the road is all wet. Lovely smell of cooking. Alright guys, so this is almost at the end. Whoa, lots of burning there, huge fire. So almost at the end. I have one errand to do. And then c'est la vie, halas habibi. C'est fini. Alright. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to a health store called Thrive, but while my battery is still working, you can tag along. Why not? One thing that is frustrating me is my Google is really slow today. The internet is slow. What's going on? So we're stopped because I'm waiting. I don't know what's going on. Everything is slow. Absolutely everything on my... Maybe I didn't... maybe my plan is not updated. I thought I updated my plan. Oh crap. I think it's my plan, guys. I forgot to update my data plan. Insert expletive here. So basically I'm getting like my traffic